I was not doing well. This kind of pain was totally different. I made the decision to quit. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Amanda Zitto. If you are new here, I normally make motorcycle travel vlogs, how-tos, and general encouragement for you to get out and do the thing. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. A little bit of a story time, a little bit of an explanation. So a few of you who've been around for a while know that I started working at REI in 2019 after I was furloughed from my job at Harley-Davidson. Actually, I met quite a few of you at the Clackamas store where I was working, which was really cool. And I really enjoyed working at REI. The environment was way better than my experience at pretty much any other job up until that point. I had incredible coworkers. I was learning new things about gear and the outdoors, and for the first time in my life, I had managers that actually cared about us. I wasn't getting paid very much. Retail is retail after all, and I chose to work part-time so I could spend the other half of my time working on YouTube. But I feel like I need to stress the fact that I did enjoy working there. Of course, REI experienced a lot of changes in 2020, just like a lot of other businesses. They did close for a period of a couple months before reopening. However, not all of my coworkers chose to return, which left us pretty understaffed for the hours that we were still expected to be open by corporate, which meant that I was working double the amount of hours that I was before the closure. And yes, I know there are people who work much more strenuous jobs, longer hours, and much worse working conditions. I know that I was incredibly lucky to still have a regular job once REI reopened when a lot of other people lost their jobs. I am in no way telling you this story to make you feel sorry for me. I'm just giving you context for what happened and what led to my decision. The accumulation of a lot of different factors meant that I developed an ulcer in the fall of 2020. I have dealt with stomach problems for most of my life, but this kind of pain was totally different. At the beginning of December, it became so awful that I couldn't ignore it anymore, and I asked for a medical leave of absence. REI uses a third-party company to manage their leaves of absences, so I had to go through all the paperwork with them. The deadlines that the third-party company was expecting for paperwork turnover was, to put it nicely, unrealistic. It was taking me 2 to 3 weeks to get copies of the paperwork that they were asking for from my doctor's office, and they were expecting 1 week turnaround deadlines. And especially for what was going on, it was impossible. So to try to start meeting their deadlines, I had my doctor's office just forward the paperwork direct to the third-party company. And so I didn't have any copies for myself. There's a lot of things that I wish that I had done differently, believe me. It was not an ideal situation. Nobody knew what was going on. I couldn't get clear communication to my doctor's office in between visits. It was a nightmare. In January, I was waiting to hear whether or not my application had been approved by the original third-party company managing the medical leave, when on January 10th, I got a letter in the mail informing me that REI had changed companies that were managing medical leaves effective January 1st, and that my deadline to forward all of the necessary paperwork that I had been gathering for a whole month to the new company in less than 7 days. I didn't have any copies of the paperwork they were asking for because it was all forwarded direct to the original third-party company. I had zero warning prior to the letter that I received in the mail that REI was even planning to switch companies. I had no contact or information from the original third-party company once I received that letter. So I called the new third-party company to ask for an extension, and I explained the situation. And they told me that all that they had from the original third-party company was my mailing address and my name, and that I had an open application. They didn't receive any of the original application paperwork, any of the notes from my doctor. They didn't even have my email, hence why I was notified by a snail mail and not any other way. I didn't even receive a call because they didn't have my phone number either. And the lady on the phone reassured me that I would be given an extension to fill out the necessary paperwork and get all the extra stuff from my doctor's office. However, They turned around and lied directly to my store manager, told them that they had everything that I had sent to the old company and that I did not qualify for medical leave, and they were denying my application. I was informed that I had to return to work. And at this point in the timeline, according to my gastro, I was still a month and a half out from the point at which my ulcer was supposed to heal. So I was still in a lot of pain. And I couldn't concentrate on anything for more than a couple hours a day, let alone make myself presentable, drive myself to work, and stand on my feet for 8 to 9 hours to do customer service. So after talking to my wonderful patrons, I made the decision to quit. I am so grateful for all of my patrons who made it possible for me to prioritize my health at that point in time. I was not doing well. And I didn't announce on YouTube like a lot of other people did when they quit their job and decided to do YouTube full time, because one, it wasn't really a happy experience for me, and also because I had no idea if it was going to be sustainable past when I finally healed from my ulcer. I didn't want to announce that, oh my gosh, I'm full-time now, this is my job, and then have to turn around and get another day job as soon as I was feeling better. It seemed kind of weird. I did not plan to quit. It was not like oh, I'm finally able to sustain myself off of this, I don't need my day job anymore. It was not like that. The choice to quit felt like it was made for me. And don't get me wrong, I'm not attacking REI by any means. I still love all of the managers that worked at the store that I worked at, and I miss terribly all of the coworkers that I got to work with while I was there. And I still believe in a lot of the missions of REI of getting people into the outdoors with the right equipment and education and protecting our public spaces. All of the things that I was able to do in 2021 was made possible because of all of you who watch my videos every week. It was made possible by my incredible patrons who I just have no words for how grateful I am for all of you. And also my wonderful sponsors, Onyx Off-Road, Moto Camp Nerd, Wolfman Luggage, Scorpion, and everybody who purchased through my affiliate links to Revzilla and Amazon that are linked down in my descriptions. I wouldn't have been able to do any of that without you. Thank you. It has been a whole year now of being able to do this full time. And believe me, I don't take it for granted that I was able to put my health first and take care of myself first. It is not always easy. I'm probably working way more than I was before, and there has been a very steep learning curve. But 2021 was an incredible year, and I'm so grateful for all of you who have joined the journey along the way. I'm stoked to see what 2022 brings, and I hope that you'll hang out with me for it. Question for my end screen crew. This is totally unrelated. However, what kind of heater do you have in your garage? If you have a heater in your garage, I have questions. I mean, it would probably help if I bought one of those garage door insulation kits. That would probably help quite a bit. I'll see you guys later.